Good morning, Saturday morning, 11 a.m. in the Pacific time zone. This is the thumbnail on today's video, and this is the title. I show that right off the bat so that anybody coming to watch this video that is not acquainted with this channel very well can know. Hang on a
DougBot
moment.
said, "Hi, how you doing?"
I got SpeakerBot confirmation. I got my audio confirmation. I show those right away so that if you came to this video because you saw a different thumbnail or a title that specifically attracted you that's different than that, then that means we wound up covering some topic that I thought would do well in the YouTube algorithm, so I changed the thumbnail and the title. If that's the only thing you're interested in and you don't really want to watch the normal show, then go look at the description of this video. You'll probably find some information there to get you straight to the topic that you're interested in. So, with that out of the way, February 1st, 2025 is the date. California is the location, Fresno to be specific, and 11:01 a.m. and some number of seconds. So, with that out of the way, I'm going to go say hello to people in chat. Bring chat room up on screen. You can see down there I have the seconds all set up so that I can respond to video comments and give them a timestamp. And I have the URL for this video pinned. Topics in description? No, they're not there now. That would be after the show is over, Ken Stout. Take the wax out of your ears. For those who don't know, Ken Stout and I pick on each other. It's all in good fun and humor. No, I don't have topics in the description now. If we wind up talking about something that I think needs to go into the description, I'll put it there later. All right, so the first was hello from Florida. Looks like I am the first. Yes. Rick Lakes, hello, it's snowing here, he says. Darren Gilholm, hi. Martin Hogg, hello. Selden Ball, hello. Rick gives us a weather report with a light dusting of dust? No, of snow. Ren Israel, hello. DougBot shows up again. Really? He's always here. Such a Doug. Selden Ball, here they're always so conservative about warning many inches of snow and we're lucky to see any at all. Yeah, what we get here is we get forecasts of rain and it just doesn't happen. Zavima Noor, welcome to DougBetts Saturday Show. Greg M, hello. Charlie Purdy, hello. There it jumped. I should have highlighted Charlie Purdy. That would have helped me get back. Arnold Albert, John Aloy, hello. John Aloy's from Virginia. Not Stephanie, not Samantha, but Virginia. I think you should put a reference to KSL in there. Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. You want me to plug your channel. Let's see. If I go to, I've got to use his channel handle, I think, to do that properly. So that's this right here. Go to edit. Some random YouTube content creator here. Let's see. I think that's, yeah. Now that should, all in good fun, remember that. That should produce on Ken's community page, that should produce a mention. Ken, I'd like for you to confirm that for me. Did that actually put a mention in here for you? The only mentions I have was the very kind mentions that Dennis Thompson was given when we were playing Fortnite together. Geez, did that end 2 years ago? It doesn't seem like it's been that long. Okay, Dan the Man, hello. Dan the Man, let me point out for you. I'm not going to say specifically, but take a look at my icons up here, Dan the Man. That's a result of your assistance. So thank you. That's an inside communique between me and Dan the Man.
Read chat, please.
I'll bet that's Ken Stout responding about my question. Nope. No active link. Oh, really? Maybe I have to type it. Because that won't show up as a mention that way. Let me see if I actually type it rather than paste it. LM, see how they show up now? LM Kenster 08. No, it's not LM. I am KENSTER. Yeah, see, I always get that wrong because it's got a capital M, or no, I can't. No, it's got a lower, it's got a capital I. It's I am Kenster, but it shows up as a capital letter. So that's not confusing at all. That's what went wrong. But I did a copy and paste. So that did do an I, but I have to type it in. I can't do a copy and paste. That's what it is. So now it should show up on Ken's Mentions tab. Does that show up correctly now? And Israel might give me a confirmation.
Read chat, please.
Greg M., read my comment about quantum. Here we go. Regarding Sage Quantum, my client has a perpetual license, no yearly fee. If they have to upgrade, then it's 4.902 Canadian a year subscription, or 2,100 Canadian a year subscription for no serial tracking accounting. Oh, so that 2,100 did not include the serial number. So yeah, I'm assuming that's 4,900 Canadian per year. Currently, they have a perpetual license. So if I were in your shoes, I would continue pursuing. I would try installing that on a new build with their perpetual license. And if that'll work, just go for that. Now, in Kerry's Monday show, he was very adamant that they should be on the current product. And I'm no. Small business has to be very careful with using a perpetual license that they already paid for a long time ago. That was supposed to be perpetual, to have to now do 2,100 per year. No, if you can get that to work, I'd say all the more power to you. Do that. He says he agrees. Fixed. The link is working. 0 for 2 on the mentions. What the heck does that mean? 0 wins, 2 losses on the mentions. Okay. So I guess what he's saying, either way that I put it, it's not showing up as a mention for him in here. Now, you might have to refresh that page, but let's go look at this video from Dennis and see what he actually put in his description to make it show up as a mention. If you remember, get meeting stats of the queue, Doug's channel, original broadcast. Okay, so he put in a specific video. Doug's YouTube. This would be, let's see, is that going to go to a new page? No, it didn't. So that went to that page, but I don't know which of those did it. So let's go grab a specific video from Ken's channel and put a link to it. Take a live show and grab a share link from that, copy, and then put that in today's video and see if that gives him a mention. I just paste it? I should be able to just paste it. Then save that, then refresh. Sounds like a soft drink. There is a soft drink called Refresh, isn't there? So yeah, that's a clickable link. So Ken, did that put a mention in here? You have to refresh that page. Those mentions are very useful, I believe, to the YouTube algorithm, because if multiple different channels are mentioning your channel, I think that they've probably got one of their algorithms. Okay, we say the YouTube algorithm, there's lots of algorithms. Some team within YouTube says, oh, we think this programming if then else statement might be helpful. Let's try this. So looking at any places where a particular channel is mentioned from other channels, I think that would trigger an algorithm that would offer the subject channel's videos to the audience of those other videos who mentioned. So they'll once in a while in suggested videos suggest a video from that mentioned channel. That just seems to make sense. YouTube isn't upfront enough with their algorithms to tell us what various algorithms they have, but you can think of it as just like a if then else statement. If channel has mentions on other channels, then offer as suggested videos to the audience of those other channels who mentioned the target channel. I need Copilot to wordsmith that statement a bit, I think. Now I'm all out of, oh, wait, no, I don't. No, but I skipped over some to get to that. I have no idea where I was. Topics and description. I did get to that one. Danielle Emberly. I was considering adding 12 or 16 terabyte Western Digital Red Plus hard disk drive to my NAS. Looks like production capacity is constrained as vendors I have checked are out of stock with no date shown for new inventory. I am going to guess that this is an existing NAS and that a 16 terabyte drive is the same size of the other drives that you already have in your NAS. And I think it's the Red Plus is designed specifically for NASs. The drives, spinning drives that are designed specifically for NASs are designed so that they can be adjacent to many other spinning drives, because that sets up a vibration. So the drives need to be made a little bit better in order to accommodate that. That is my understanding from something I heard. I'm pretty sure from Carrie Holzman's channel. Yeah, if you're having a hard time finding them, then that is very likely, and it may not take long for them to come back into availability. And I think on Amazon you can, isn't there something you can click to say, let me know when this becomes available, or put it on your wish list, on your one of those lists that it'll notify you when it becomes available. Not what I am saying in a chat message. I saw those initials LOL. Oh. He knows better. He knows better. He has had people say things in chat and he can't figure out what they mean because they don't say what they're referring to. So something that I said back there, he's replying to that. That's not what I'm saying. And you think he knows I don't know what he's referring to. He's troll much? Not what I'm saying in a chat message. I saw those initials. Oh, good God. Can I just go past this without trying to figure it out?
Chat, please.
Is he explaining himself? Read your chat message to Rick Lakes. Oh, all right. The only 2 mentions I have from you 4 or 5 months ago. The last mention was 5 days ago from Vietnam. Maybe it'll take a while for YouTube to process. Once YouTube finishes processing this video, maybe they'll show up. Read your chat message to Rick Lakes. I know what I said to Rick Lakes. Why would you want me to read it? I guess that's what he was referring to, but boy, I never would have guessed that. Rick Lakes will understand what I mean. You're trying to read somebody else's mail. I'm sure Rick Lakes knows what I mean by that. That's none of your business, Ken. I might join your Zoom after your show tonight, or maybe during your show tonight, to explain to Rick Lakes. John says, what were you saying about Doug earlier? Is it true? I just looked at all Ken's. Well, maybe I didn't. Did I not? Because I don't think I went over here. Oh, yeah, there's more. What else did he say about me? All right, I said KSL, I used the initials KSL in that message to Rick Lakes. What I am saying in a chat message, geez, I think you should put a reference to KSL in there. Whatever. As Jim would say, move on, let go of it, Doug. Do you think Doug can let go of it? Have you met me? I don't have anything highlit in blue. Is that past tense of highlight? Highlit? Why isn't highlit past tense of highlight?
Read chat, please.
All right, I'm going to triple click there because that's as far as I am on scanning. I was just joking with you, Doug. All right. No such thing as bad press, other than no press. Yeah, that's referring to when I called him some random YouTuber, some random YouTube content creator. Quantum Leap, I like that show. Could try Seagate Iron Wolf. I think as long as it's the same size drive, it doesn't matter that it's a different brand. Yep, I said I will explain. I didn't say that to Kim. I said that to Rick. Reading somebody else's mail. We're 8 months away from the end of W10, and 10 still has 60% of the Windows desktop part, and it's going to get ugly at some point. I'm not really bothered by that. Not at all. I think the adoption rate of Windows 11, it makes sense to me that it's a lot slower than adoption rates of previous. And every time we've gone to a new version, my recollection is this has always been a thing. Now, I think it's worse in this case. I think. I'm not watching the figures. But I'm not bothered at all that there isn't, that we're not closer to that now. Because there will be a lot of people out there who just totally resent having to buy a new computer, and they know they can work around it and keep Windows 10. That's fine. Let them do it. They should know by now the risks that they're taking. The business environment, my clients still, we've made very little progress so far on upgrading to Windows 11. I think I've got Windows 11 introduced in each of my clients' offices, but we have not got through all of them. But during this next year, we're going to be getting a lot more. So I would predict during this year, whatever that adoption rate has been so far, it'll go up a steeper climb. But still, I wouldn't be at all surprised if the adoption rate for Windows 11 at the cutoff time for Windows 10 is still not as good as the past. I do not think Microsoft should soften the deadline at all. Even if they did, I don't think that'll make any difference. Not much of a difference. I think the people who've decided to stay with Windows 10 or have switched over to some other operating system aren't going to be persuaded. So that doesn't bother me at all. Windows 7 was down to 25% when it was end of life, and we aren't actually end of life yet. I would predict that Windows 10 is going to be higher than that when it becomes end of life. Now, for the people who can, how do they do those statistics? The computers that are not Windows 11 qualified, if they get upgraded to Windows 11, are they going to show up in the statistics? How does Microsoft actually gather those, or whoever's gathering the statistics? I would think that those computers that are not qualified for Windows 11 that do get Windows 11 installed on them would be counted as Windows 11, even though they're not qualified for it. But I don't care about it, what the percentage is. Western Digital Red Plus has a reputation for being relatively quiet with Synology Sherwin RAID format. You have, that's Synology's RAID. Their description. The R is probably RAID. The S is probably Synology. I don't know what the H is. Somebody's probably going to give me that in chat instead of me Googling it. Do I care? No. But I'll be interested if you give me that. You have to use the same or larger than the largest drive currently in the NAS. Yes, that would make sense. And thank you for pointing that out, because I should have said that. You could not put in a smaller drive and get it to function. You could put in a larger one. Forbin Colossus. Oops. Doug, which vid do you recommend for installing a new Windows 10 on a PC that has a Windows 10 that's corrupted? I want to do a fresh install. Not sure if I should skip 10 and install 11. All right. Well, to respond to that, if you force Windows 11 on a computer that is not capable of Windows 10, then you are not assured of getting updates and feature updates down the road. So far, it appears that you will get security updates. 24H2, it seems to me like there was an issue at first of that installing on non-approved hardware. I don't know where they're at right now with that. But if you push Windows 11 onto a non-Windows 11 qualified computer, you may have troubles down the road with updates. We don't know. If you want to do Windows 10, you're asking which video do I recommend? I can't say that I know that off the top of my head. It's not such a big deal to do. I would, as far as being able to find that, let's see if Carrie Holzman has a short video for that. Not a YouTube Shorts.
Read chat, please.
Did somebody give this already? You know what? Somebody else is going to come up with this. That's resolved. Rufus works with 24H2. Oh, yeah. On unqualified Windows 11 hardware, Rufus can handle that. Does somebody else want to go find a video of how to install Windows 10. Fresh Windows 10. Seems like that's been done so much. 24H2 apparently has issues with their January 16th update with Bluetooth, audio, and another device. Yes, I have come across that. Okay, Forbin, if you don't get an answer from somebody else, ask me again for it, and I will go live and search for that. Hardware is good. i9 with a 3070 video card. Okay, so hardware is qualified for Windows 11. Why would you want to go to Windows? Why would you want to do fresh install Windows 10? Let's see if you got a reason why you want to do that. Windows 10 that's corrupted. Are you trying to rescue the Windows 10 that's corrupted? Yeah, I'd be inclined to go to Carrie Holzman's show. Now not a 2-hour long show, and you'll find that in there somewhere. I think he's probably got some, you know, how he takes clips out of his show and gives how to do this piece. i9 mode. Oh, that's right. You got to know which generation. That is not necessarily qualified. It's an older iGen before what, 8th gen? All right, nobody's put it in yet. I'm going to go do it. I'm going to go do it. Here I'm going. I'm going to do it because nobody else did. I'll go to Carrie Holzman's channel, go to his videos, his published videos. And
That's
then
a big 10 to 4.
Magnifying glass, and then how to install Windows 10. Could it be this easy? Download Windows 11, 10 optimizer, back up your stuff. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. All right, well, the Windows 11 is going to be, you could use the instructions on Windows 11. It's going to be pretty darn similar. So this one is 13 minutes long. So I'll grab a link for that. Yeah, let's go give you that in chat. Let's see, there was a yes from John Williams. I'm not sure what that was for. See, when I heard that, I was thinking that was probably from Forbin or somebody else saying the generation was right. I'm not seeing that. Daniel Limberly. At one time, it was cheaper to get a Windows 10 license and do a free upgrade than it was to buy Windows 11 license. Not quite stated the right way. Yes, this is still true, but you don't have to. You can buy the Windows 10 license. You don't have to install it and do the free upgrade. You can buy a Windows 10 license and do a fresh install of Windows 11, enter the Windows 10 license on the activation screen. You do the Windows 11 license install, claim that you do not have a license, let it get all the way to the desktop, and then go to the activation screen and put in the Windows 10 license key, and that'll work. That will activate Windows 11. That will activate Windows 11 directly. You do not have to install Windows 10 first. I withdraw the question. The oldest i9 is 8th gen, so no problem there. Oh, okay. Okay. I was kind of thinking that might be the case when that came up, but I didn't know. So if it's an i9, then it absolutely is Windows 11 qualified. So we're good there. And perhaps Forbin had that aware of that to begin with. Only thinking 10 to not conflict with any software I installed. I want to replace the operating system with Windows on a new SSD. i9 is 12th gen, 12900K. So the only reason why I was thinking Windows 10 is to not conflict with any software installed. Well, that shouldn't be a problem. You can, let's see, am I right about this? Let's go over and look at Baby Beast. If you take any particular program that you have installed, and if you're having trouble with it, you can go to Properties, Compatibility, and say run this in compatibility mode for, oh, Windows 10 is not even on there. Well, I didn't know that. I don't think you're going to have that trouble. Anything written for 10 should work on 11. I'd agree with that. Just install 11. I have not heard this to be a problem. I have no recollection of hearing that anywhere along the line. Phil Stott, I'm still trying to determine the reason that I see a lot more disk activity since updating to 24H2. So he was already on Windows 11. We know he's talking about Windows 11 because Windows 10 doesn't have a 24H2. Still trying to determine the reason I see a lot more activity since updating to 24H2. Okay, so here's a suggestion. I'm going to bring up Task Manager, go into Performance, go into Disk. Let's see, your disk activity. Actually, this isn't the place that I want to go to, but just make note of that. And then come up here to the three-dot menu, Resource Monitor. It's appeared on my other monitor. I'll minimize that. So here's where Resource Monitor, and go to Disk, the Disk tab. Here's Disk Activity. Now come over here to total bytes per second. You could do read or write, but total bytes per second is going to combine those two. So click on that column. So these are sorted in descending order. And here you're going to see what is most actively taking up your disk activity time. So that should give you the answer for why you're having a lot more disk activity. If you can do that during the show, we'd love to get a response from you to find out what's going on. Now, this type of a question, Phil, and anybody else, I would very much appreciate, give me a read chat. If the person themselves doesn't do it, then somebody else. Give me an !C and then put in the person's name to guide me to their question or subject that they've given, because that's what that's what this show is all about. Responding to people's questions for actual issues that they have with their computers, either by email or comments on any video or in the chat room. That's what I live for. Anything else that I'm doing, like that stuff, which I don't think we're going to get to, I don't think I want to do those anyway. And I still have emails and I have video comments with more subjects. Oh, let's point out another thing before I forget this again. Today's title. Yeah. Doug's Windows Help Desk gameplay, and the thumbnail, play the game. Hey Doug, what do you mean by play the game? I am contemplating adding a game element. I figured out, although it's not thoroughly tested yet, it's in alpha testing, not beta testing. But I think I figured out how to get StreamerBot to keep track of points. so that I can even have StreamerBot automatically assign points. Sorry, I neglected you, Wendy. I can get StreamerBot to keep track of points for various different things. Hello, Princess. And turn it and put a little bit of gamify into this help desk stuff that we do so people can earn points. Now, during the beta testing, when I actually put it on active on the channel, there's not going to be anything you can redeem for. It's just bragging rights. But there might actually eventually be redeemable stuff, depending upon how well it works out. If it attracts more active viewers, then that would be a go. But I'm kind of intrigued with the method that I found for keeping track of points. Hello, Stormy. She's stormy when she's got the storm cloud. Otherwise, she's windy. Walking down the street. Oh, I so need a trader for that, right? I got the name right, don't I? Isn't it Wendy walking down the street? Wendy walking down the street. Kind of girl I'd like to meet. Am I remembering that right? No, Ran. Points already gained don't count because I won't have a way to incorporate them. And they're going to be a different level. Instead of 30,000 points awarded, it's going to be like ranging. It might be ranging from 1 point to 10 points per. I guess it could be 10,000 to 100,000 per. No, probably not, because what I have in mind is several different categories, and if I have long numbers, that makes it difficult for the chat bot to manage them. So whatever the point level, all you really care about is how you compare
Red
to
chat,
other.
please.
All you care about is how other people compare with you. Cash, please. And the problem with that is it's illegal. Pretty sure I'm right about that. I know it's right about that if I do random drawings. I think it has to be merchandise or rights, the things that you can do. So I don't know about that yet. Brian Lightfoot, 36 minutes late. That's why I didn't have any jokes. Duh. Is this duh or dough? Some people have actually spelled my name like that. Vendors have spelled my name that way. Where do you get that from? Who on earth spells the name Doug with an H? Does that mean dough, like the Simpsons? Simpsons? Doug? I don't get anybody misspelling it that way among vendors. I'm not confident that I'm caught up with everything, but I'm going to keep that one highlighted and go check on stuff. Pillsbury Doug boy. Where do I want to go? Voiced. Oh yeah, let's do these two. I'm going to go to emails, then we'll go to comments. This is an email from Doug to Doug with a couple of links. And this has to do with something that I saw on Carrie Holzman's show yesterday. I actually saw it this morning. You can tell by the time that I emailed to myself. Excuse me. It's a question anybody in chat might know the answer. Carrie might have an answer for it. So there's that. And then here's what I saw during his show that raised the question to me. I don't recall it ever being presented. I change that quality. Oh, 4K. I don't have a 4K monitor, and I'm not broadcasting in 4K. So that's not going to come through in 4K, but I'm not going to play the video. So anyway, the thing that I noticed is this Windows 11 Home N. I scratch my head and I say, what in the world is Windows 11 Home N? Now, you know what? He scrolls down to Windows 11 Pro. Is there a Windows 11 Pro N? There might be. Nope, he didn't scroll down. So I don't know if that's there. So I went and Googled it, goggled it, whatever you want to call it. And
Read chat, please.
here, waiting for OBS to show me that European variant without Windows Media Player. Yes. It's a version of Ran Israel. Gave that in chat. It's a version of the Windows 11 operating system that is functionally identical to the standard Windows 11 Home Edition, but without the pre-installed media players like Windows Media Player. Are there other media players in the standard installation? Meaning you'll need to download separate software to play videos, music, potentially make video calls, as these features are excluded due to compliance reasons in certain regions. Essentially, it's a N edition of Windows 11 designed for users who need their own media playback applications. It's my impression that a lot of people in the custom build community don't like Windows Media Player anyway, and they install VLC. I know Carrie Holzman installs VLC. So my question is not so much what is it? My question is there a reason why you don't install that? Wouldn't that be a lighter weight Windows 11 if it installs without Media Player and whatever other media players it pre-installs? This implies there's others there. Wouldn't that be of interest to custom builders in the US that don't like Windows Media Player? Is there a reason against it? The main difference from the standard Windows 11 Home, now this is saying Home, so if it's not available in Pro, then that's why you're not interested, because you only want Pro, is a lack of built-in media playback capabilities requiring users to download third-party software for video music playback. To add back the missing media functionality, users can download a media feature pack from Microsoft or from VLC. Let's be real. Apart from the media limitations, Windows 11 Home N offers the same features and functionalities as regular Windows 11. All right, well, I can simply answer this here. Windows 11 Pro N version to find out if Pro. Yeah, there is Pro N version. So for use custom builders,
Read chat, please.
Is there a reason why you don't do that? There's an N variant for every edition up to and including Enterprise. All right. Just because you're not in Europe, you should still be able to use it. Yeah, so I'm interested to see if you got any feedback. And maybe some people will say, well, hey, I don't know, maybe I'll try it. If you are a custom builder and you're thinking that you'll try it and see if Mikey likes it, then let us know. Unless you don't want to commit to it. All right, so here's another one that I sent from Doug to Doug. Bearded Ink streamer Q&A, season 1, episode 22. Ask. I have a redirect set up today for that. Maybe if any of you had sharp eyes, you might have noticed that. Redirecting today to his streamer QA. That's at 1 p.m. Pacific time. That means at the time that I normally end my Saturday show, that's when his video is going to start. I have it up here somewhere. So I've been subscribed to him for a long time. Let's bring this down to its normal size. Get rid of that. YouTube Live Streamer Q&A, Season 1, Episode 22. He's in his first season of his live episodes, as I understand it. 1.11 thousand subscribers. And he also streams on Twitch. And I saw that his Twitch is a bit higher than the subscribers on this. So I consider him to be in the same ballpark of my channel. Over here is, let's see, where was this? More. No. Why am I not seeing it? Where does he say more? About. I thought in here somebody describes what his channel is about. Oh, I know. It's in join. Now, when I go look at his prior videos, I don't see a whole lot of green. So he has join, he has membership turned on, $1.99 per month. So this morning I was considering to joining his channel because I'd very, very much like to do a collab with him. Somewhere in here, we're going to see something about what his channel is. It has to do with YouTube building channels. Okay. Not so much what I do here with answering people's Windows tech issues, but about building channels. I'd very much like to do a collab with him where maybe I go on his channel on a, like a stream, what was that? Stream, not Streamlabs. Stream, that thing where you stream through the web for two people being on, or through Zoom or something, and give him my thoughts about my efforts towards building my channel. I don't like to include that stuff on my normal videos because I don't want to confuse the YouTube algorithm about what my channel is about. My channel is about responding to people's questions about issues that they have with their Windows computers. So I thought he might notice me if I do the $1.99 membership. But based upon how few greens that I see, I think I could really stand out to him if I just go right up here to this $14.99 a month. That's an easy peasy investment to get his attention, to say, hey, I want to do a collab with you where I come onto your show, give you my thoughts about what I'm thinking about building my channel. You give me your input, and that becomes a video on your channel that I think will do well. And it gets me some exposure through your channel. So let's see if this strategy works. I'm going to go ahead and join right here. I'm going to click on that. I'm going to take that off screen when I click the button because I don't know what comes up next. It might be something that exposes something. So that's where it comes in, $14.99. And I couldn't tell what he offers extra to $14.99. And I'm going to see if I can change that. That's an actual credit card. I'd rather put my YouTube, all of my online purchases onto a privacy card. So I got to go see. There's two other cards showing up there. I got to go see what they are. Yeah, that one is a Google 5068. Yeah, okay, so I can show this stuff. See, here it shows an actual credit card, and it shows these two cards, and I thought those are privacy cards. So when I search for 5068, I find that that's my privacy card for Google domains. When I go to 4149, it shows me that's Google YouTube. So I think I'm going to use that one. So I'll click, I'm going to close that, and I'm going to use this one. Take that off screen when I click on it. And then yeah, so Bearded Ink. I've always mistakenly pronounced it Bearded Link. It's hard to tell whether that's a lowercase L or an uppercase I. I think it's an uppercase I. Now, admittedly, I have watched his videos, but I'm not regular with his videos because I just don't have time to watch everybody that I'm interested in. And growing the general strategies out there for growing YouTube channels, I don't think applies to me so much because I'm kind of unique in my offerings, I think. that would be an interesting conversation to have with him on this collab video, if I can get him interested. I've suggested and requested collabs with many YouTube content creators. Most of them give me a polite, don't call me, I'll call you. They don't word it that way. Says, yeah, that's an interesting idea. I'll get back to you or something like that. Hasn't happened. So anyway, $14.99 is going to start March 1st. Trial today, total today. I would have no hesitation at all to keep that going month after month if we do some regular collabs. If he never responds to me at all, then no, it's not going to continue. So buy. Buy now. Buy. Buy it. Buy it now. And then it just came right back to his channel. Says, it's great to have you as a member. See everything you get and manage your membership. So see perks. What are my perks? What am I going to get? What do I get? Huh? What do I get? What do I get? Bearded's MVP, loyalty badges next to your name and comments. So I get a different type of loyalty badges than what the other people there. So when I show up in his chat room, I'll kind of stand out, I think. I don't know. Custom emojis. I don't know if these are different than what the standard people get, the lower level members. Member shout outs, get a shout out when you join live chat. So that means he's obligated to verbally acknowledge me, right? Early access to new videos, live assistance on stream. Oh, members can get priority help with any problem they're having live on stream. Yeah, I don't know that I'm going to say that's problems. My channel's not growing fast enough. Is that a problem? We did it. We made partner. Thank you for all your continues and valued support. There's a lot more to come. Stay tuned. So there it goes. There it is. So after today's show, when today's shows end, there's a redirect to it, to his show that starts when I end. So I'm going to go say hello there and we'll see if anything comes of that. Jim KJ3N, we don't need no stinking badges. You know, sometimes I say people's last names because I know a lot of last names. I know Jim's last name, but I've kind of sensed that he's a little more privacy interested. Am I right about that, Jim? I should not be using your last name on stream. All right. What conversation's been going on? I prefer Windows Media Player. I find it very elegant. I tried that for a while. I shunned VLC because VLC was
10-4.
And he does confirm that. I'm going to assume that's him. Waiting. Here we go. Yeah, he confirms that. I thought that was the case. Yeah, VLC, I wasn't happy with it because when I do the green screen so that a video has alpha content, VLC does not play that. It fails to play that. So I went back to Media Player, and I don't think it plays those. I'm not sure. I don't think it plays those either. I'm not certain about that. But Windows Media Player, when I scrub the playhead forward, it does not scrub through very nicely at all. It's very poor. So I went back to VLC because I can scrub the playhead through pretty good with it. So I'm back to VLC for my own purposes. I'm not installing that, for clients as a routine anymore because they don't care. Saturday. Yeah, that was English. Looking at your room, you are very good at keeping dust off of your equipment. I was spending too much on canned air, so I'm looking for a cordless blower with enough oomph to blow dust off of stuff. Well, you know what? That hadn't occurred to me, Corbin.
Red chat, please.
It could be that my graphics fan right there is what does that. And Brian Lightfoot, you're here. I'm about to use the Z word. So if you want to mute your Echo device, I'm giving you a little bit of a moment to do that because I'm about to use it. You can see the fan blades there. It's not turning because in the winter, I don't want to suck the heat out of this room. Ziggy, turn graphics fan on.
Okay.
Now it gets a little bit of noise perceptive to me. I think OBS blocks that out pretty well. So I generally turn that off during the winter. Ziggy, turn graphics fan off.
Okay.
And I called it graphics fan because it's because of the heat that Big Beast generates in here. It can be 10 degrees hotter in this room than the rest of the house when I don't have that fan running. So in the winter, I like that very, very much. This printer up here, that kind of looks like, that looks like it's one of those OBS graphics. It doesn't look like it's an actual box sitting on top of that computer. It just looks so strange to me, except that my head is in front of it. When you see one of the StreamerBot things come on, it's in front of my shirt if I overlap with it, but that's clearly behind me, right? It's an actual box. Yeah, but it looks like it's a graphic element that's just pasted. No, we're not going to call it a pasty. Bunch of second graders. There are equations when I find Windows Media Player may not fit a particular video. Then, of course, VLC will handle the job. Yeah, you can just right-click on the video file and choose Open With to open it with a different media player. But anyway, that might be sucking the dust out of this room. Cordless vac. Carrie takes PCs in the yard and blower. I do too. I do that too. I use a leaf blower outside to clean computers out. But Big Beast, when I open it up, there's not much in there, and I don't take it out. I don't take it outside because it's just too big. Seldom Ball, see you later. Thanks for hanging out. What I do in client's office is I actually have a portable, fairly lightweight portable shop vac. You know, I think it's like a 1 gallon. And I use that because I've never been very happy with and in a client's office, I don't really want to use a blower when I open up a computer. I'd rather suck out. And in the past, I have had an attachment to be able to get in there closer, but that's just not a frequent enough thing that's just kind of fallen by the wayside. And yeah, it's just hasn't been much of an issue. I know Carrie says they need to be blown out once a year, but I haven't. That's not been my experience. That's not been my journey. Journey. We don't need an HP Instant Ink subscription. I have actually done that with some clients, and it has proven to be pretty useful. Not all of them. In fact, for one client, I just ordered, let's see, 4, 8, 10 toner cartridges for 3 printers. We have 2 of the printers are color, such they have the 3 color toners and 1 black toner, but they have 2 of those printers, one in the office, one at the home office. And they have another printer that's a black LaserJet, and they wanted 2 toners. Last time I ordered toner for this client was December 2024. They're early in December, so like 2 months ago. They're really going through it. But it was $1,000 worth of toner. Original HP. I won't do the off-brand anymore. I did that on one of these color printers at home, and you have to break out the chip from the HP toner and insert it into the new toner. That was a freaking nightmare. In fact, partway through it, I reported to the client what's going on. I said, can we just abort this and order the right ones? And she said, yeah, do it. So we just discarded whatever the purchase price was of that black and the 3 colors. I said, you're going to pay more in my time than if we actually buy the right ones, and we don't know what other problem it's going to be, because this is not an easy thing to do. So I'm done with that. I'm done with trying to get away with cheaper toner or ink in the HP. If you're that's like what Carrie was referring to the other day. That's a business expense. That is, just do it. If you're going to buy those printers, buy their ink. Sorry, that's the way it is. You're stuck with it. That's what the industry is today. Not going down that road again. Used to be you could use an off-brand toner or ink. No way, not with those chips. In ham radio, everyone's last name is their call sign. Oh yeah, that's KJ3N is his ham radio call sign. For any of those who want to hook up with him on ham radio. Sorry, was reading the tariffs effective Tuesday. Yeah, I have no idea I don't know. What does that mean? You were away from the show for a little while? This show, what is not included in Windows 11 Pro N doesn't include. Yeah, I was thinking there might be some other stuff that Windows 11 Pro N doesn't include. Scroll to difference between Pro and Pro N. All right, awesome. I was wondering if there was that. So there he told me, not even just give me the link, but told me what to scroll to. What is similarity and difference? There's similarity and here's differences. Well done. Good job on giving me this. Pro N versus Pro, what's the difference? Windows 11 Pro N doesn't include some media-related features. Media player, media DRM, media format, player runtime, media foundation, media sharing and playing. All this sounds like that's okay. I don't mind being without those. Windows portable devices infrastructure. I don't know, that might be an issue. Codecs, probably not an issue. Wouldn't VLC or any other media player have its own codecs? These codecs for audio. Voice recorder. That might be a problem because I do like the Windows key H for voice dictation, but voice recorder might be a different thing. When I do this Windows key H, that gives me a microphone that I can dictate right into a field. Right now I don't have a field open, so we're not seeing anything. But recorder is a different animal, right? Voice recorder is an actual app for recording audio. That's different. I don't mind being without that. Movies and TV, I don't mind being without that. Skype, I don't mind being without that. Besides, some features are not removed from Windows 11 Pro N, but they are affected. They may not work properly if media feature pack isn't installed on your PC. To know these excluded features and affected features, refer to the more information about Windows 10 11 section of this guide from Microsoft. Okay, so this is a link, but I need to go to this specific section. So I'm going to Control-C, copy that, go here, Control-F, Control-V, and more information about 10.11. Okay, so yeah, excluded features. We already know about these. Effects on other features. Alarms and clock, not a problem. Application sync. I do like to sync Google Chrome and Microsoft Edge, and of course my OneDrive, and I sync my applications, but that sync happens through Microsoft 365, probably not Windows. Cortana personal assistant. Well, who wants that? Cortana with voice, speech interaction with Cortana. I do speech interaction with Copilot, but that's probably not the same thing. Features as audio or voice functionality. Many features that come as part of Windows can be used or play video or audio content. OneNote app lets people record or play audio. I do the audio in OneNote with Copilot, but I think that's different than this. Microsoft Edge web browser lets people play audio and video content on the internet. Photos app, OneDrive app, and others. If a person tries to access and play video content in any of these apps by opening a video file stored on OneDrive, for example, these media features won't work. Well, will VLC just step in and take over? Yeah, Rand Israel, he says in chat, Cortana is dead and buried. Why are they even mentioning that here? Group policy for removable disks? Removable disks? I'm not going to bother correcting that. Get over it. Live captions. This feature uses AI to do high quality machine speech to text conversion. It won't work without installing the media feature pack. So that sounds like my interaction with AI won't work. That's a deal breaker for me. A lot of you don't have no interest in that. I don't know if there's any significance. There's lots of other stuff here. I'm not going to go through all of them. Webcam, this feature doesn't work. Voice typing, this feature doesn't. Well, that's actually caught a lot. That's caught a lot of other features that aren't missing, but they are affected. I don't think I would bother testing it even. Because what's the gain? What are you gaining? Maybe saving a little bit of space on the installation size. I think obviously it's there. The main reason it's there is because Europe wants it. Wants that stuff gone. So I think that's all it is. Thank you for that, Dan. Netflix does not work Windows 11 Pro and out of the box because the end version does not include the necessary media codecs. Yeah, I don't think there's any advantage enough to do it. It's only there because European requires it. I'm late. The wine bottles were bad. That's the reason why you're late, because the wine bottles are bad. So let's puzzle this out, shall we? I try to read between the lines when people say something in chat so I can understand what they're saying. He's trying to explain why he's late. It's because the wine bottles were bad. Does that mean he drank some wine and it knocked him out because it was poisonous somehow? Or because he had to replace the wine bottles? Or were the wine bottles infused with magical sorcery type properties and they cast a spell on him to prevent him from coming to the live stream? I don't know. Did I hit it? Any of those correct, Frosty? What? Did I do a British voice? My impressions, other accents are really, really bad. Really, really bad. Can you guess what accent this is? I don't know. Maybe Doug is an OBS image. Yeah, I am an AI. Pot player. Hot player, really? All right. I'm going to go to a different topic because I got a whole bunch of, let's see. I got a bunch of stuff in video comments to catch up on. That's about as good as it's going to get. Jim KJ3N from 3 days ago at 24:20, whatever I was talking about at that point. This is on a video converting MBR to GPT for Windows 11 upgrade. Multiple ways to solve something. Solve dot 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 solve dot 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 dot. You are correct. Jim is not interested in going through that all over again. The system is running without issue. Right now, technician's creed. If it's not broke, don't fix it. That was when I suggested in that video that maybe he would be interested in go back and try it again with a different way to see if something I was speculating about was going to produce different results. On a separate note, I didn't do the Windows 11 upgrade last night because by the time I figured out it was 1 a.m., I think I spent 2 hours going through a few scenarios before settling on method 2. Yeah, that was when he told us what he was using as his proposed method 2 for something. I briefly checked Windows Update when I got up at 9 a.m., but there was no offer of Windows 11. Checked it again about 30 minutes before this video went live, and it offered me Windows 11 22H2. I think I'll go with that as a jumping off point. So instead of going straight to Windows 11 24H2 or 23H2, he's going to take the offer for 22H2. That's interesting. And he would offer, yeah, he had Windows 10 on a computer.
Read chat, please.
And it was offering to upgrade to Windows 11 22H2. That's interesting that it would offer to that. And he says in chat that turned out to be a disaster when he did do this. So I'm hoping we're going to get more of a story from Jim. All right, I blew it. I totally blew it. We're at 43:57 now. So I'm going to put in, no, I have a pinned link. Wait a minute, where did that pin go? There it is. It's not at the top. Does that put it at the top? No. I guess I got to repin it if I want to get that at the top. 3HY, 3Y. So that is it. So I'll pin that so it'll stay at the top. Now I'm going to guesstimate that that started about a minute and a half ago. So
Rich
I'll say
chat,
4,300
please.
even. And he says, see my comment. Now, if I just leave that there, no, I can click reply and it'll stay there live. So I can go back afterwards and fix that. Now, Jim doesn't need me to fix that because he's here. But that's for other people who read the comments and might want to see, okay, how did he respond to this guy's comment? Let's go see what that read chat, please, is about. Let's see. I was at 11:57 is where I left off. Oh, that's 15 minutes ago. See my comment at 36 minutes after the hour. So at 11:36, can I search for a time? 11:36. Oh, I can. So 36 minutes after. So here it is. After I got my GPT problem solved, I ran into an issue when I went from Windows 10 22H2 to Windows 11 22H2 through Windows Update. Had to roll back to Windows 10 and install Windows 11 24H2 instead. So what he did is he has a 24H2 on a thumb drive that he created with Rufus, and he ran the setup file from that while he's logged in to his Windows 10 22H2 desktop. So by running the setup file, that runs an upgrade installation from his current Windows operating system, whatever it is. It installs, it upgrades to the 24H2 directly. Jim, did I state that correctly? Because I was kind of reading between the lines there a little bit and filling in some detail that he didn't say, but I think that's the way he would do it. So doing it from a thumb drive that he created with Rufus, because that's what he does. Doesn't have to be from Rufus, as long as it's a Windows 11 qualified computer.
Yes, sir, Bob.
Okay. Those replies are random. They are set up random in StreamerBot as far as what it actually says. Or it just says 10-4. Is there a 10-4 good buddy? I don't remember if I have that. So 1157 somewhere is where I left off. Was there. Okay, so then I'll go scroll up in video comments. $45.82. And this is a reply to Matt Lockization. He says this video starts at 13:29. And what he was doing there, I think, was letting people who go to watch this video know that when I actually started addressing this subject matter, it's at 13:29 because he's thinking that's going to save somebody's time. I think Matt Lockization maybe didn't notice or pay attention at the beginning of this video. I informed people, I advised them, which is my routine these days. I advised them to go look in the video description if they came to this video due to the subject matter, due to the title or the thumbnail, to go to the description and see that, and I tell them when that subject starts. So thank you for doing that, but I want to let you know I'm doing that already, Matt Lockization. That is part of what I do. And I understand that some people just want to get to the topic. And so I'm trying to help them do that by putting that into the description. And I inform people at the beginning of my videos these days to go look in the description if you came here just for what the video title or the thumbnail indicates. So I appreciate you putting in that, but I don't think it was needed. And we're here 6 days a week, me in the chat room, to respond to people's questions on Windows subjects. So if we wind up covering a subject that I think might get good search results, that's when I change the title and the thumbnail for that. And I put information into the description of where to find that. And even in, let's see, is that the one where we had method 12? Let's see, tell about Jim's reports. No, there was some other recent video where somebody came up with a solution that was better than anything covered in the video. And I reported that at the beginning of the description and gave them a link where to find the updated information, because I am very, very interested in giving people an efficient, quick way to get to the information that they want. At one point in time, I thought that I would do, dedicated shorter format videos. I just don't like doing that. Doesn't work for me. Takes so long to do. So directing people to the place in a live stream where we cover the topic is my current approach. Matt Lockization, I'd love to see you around. And I'm going to always approve comments from this user. So if you show up during a live stream, you'll be able to chat and won't have to request that. So I know I got the timestamp right for him. So I can go ahead and do the thumbs up and the heart and complete the reply. Going to the next one. Walgreen, Valgwyn. Volguine. Whoops, wait a minute. 4788. So I'll say reply, Control V paste 4788. And I can click reply. Thanks, man. Item 12, fix it. Oh, this is the video that I was just talking about in the last response. Is yeah, it was how to fix File Explorer. Item 12, fix it. We did not actually include item 12 in that video. And that's exactly the one, I'm pretty sure, in all caps, all caps. Important note, item 12 was added after this video was published, and I think it is the best choice at this time. So this is the one where he had item 12 because I think somebody else discovered it and reported it to me. And it was these two items to do to speed up File Explorer when you're getting that really slow progressing loading bar that sometimes never finishes. And I think, oh, I know what I did. Is there a link in here to the follow-up video? Because there was a follow-up video where I actually demonstrated. Oh, yeah. Oh, the source was MD Tech, and it was recommended by Eric. So this is where I was attempting to get a mention for Eric, but apparently mentions don't work that way. But this is where the information came from, was MD Tech videos, and I have a link to his original video. But then I also did a follow-up video. Let's see if I go to my channel. And was it alive? I'm just losing my way right now. Just not thinking. Get back to it. How to fix File Explorer. Pretty sure I did a follow-up on that. This was January 7th. So let's go look at them that way. Yeah, here it doesn't, see, it doesn't give me the dates when I'm looking this way. I think I see it in Studio. Now I forgot the date. Can I do this? Ah, there it is. There's the follow-up. Yeah. Yeah, the very next day, I gave a 4-minute follow-up. It was a live stream because it's in the live stream section here. So this, I should do shareable link and give that as another thing to look for. My follow-up video for item 12 and paste that in there. This part, feature equals share, that's not needed. That URL will get it. Okay. So, Volguine, we are here 6 days a week, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Pacific time, Saturdays, 11 a.m. Pacific time. We're here to respond to people's questions about issues they're having with their Windows computers. Hope to see you around, and I'm going to give you always approved comments so that if you show up during a live stream,
Rich,
you'll be
chat, please.
you'll be able to chat. Thumbs up and heart. I'll go to that read chat. That was butchered. That read chat, please, was just butchered. 11:57 is still where I'm at there. Zvi Menor, as a reminder, there is a printer and computer behind you. Shall we do something with them today? We're coming up to an explanation why I don't think I'm going to do something with them today. Since we're only 36 minutes left in the show, 35 minutes and change. No, I don't care to do those today. And I'll explain why in a little bit, in a wee little bit. Just a little bit, just a little bit. A little bit of rotten blooming luck. Is that Mary Poppins? I don't know. Cultural reference expert here. Paste.
Red
Nope,
chat, please.
that's not the right paste. Get the pinned one. Do another copy that and pin that. I'll go read chat before I put in the timestamp for that. My Fair Lady is where that's from. All right. 5137. Reply. I am Kenster, not LM Kenster. I was first thinking it was reference to Lorna. That's why I always call it LM Kenster. It's I am Kenster. 08. Such a zero. I pick on Ken exclusively. Almost exclusively. What third-party app are you using to mirror the phone? Asking for a friend. I'm so liking this. So when I go, I just do a swipe. I guess oh, that was my timers, my alarms. That's okay. So here's, when I do a swipe from the upper right corner down, and it gets to here, and there's that button right there for screen share. I hit that. And then it offers me Doug Big Beast Build or Doug Big Beast Baby. Doug BBB or Doug BB Baby. BB. So I'll choose BBB, and I'm gonna go over here and show you what happens, and we'll get to the name of it. Boom, there's the name, Splash Top. Ken Stout, if you would have just looked. If you just would have looked at that video where I brought, well, no, I might not have brought that up on screen that way. Yeah, I probably didn't. All right, you're off the hook. That's what it's called, Splash Top. And down here at the bottom is the icon that shows it's open. That auto launches when I restart the computer. So if I see, I think it's the same icon in here in the system tray, isn't it? I don't see it there. That's not the same icon then. Let's see, if I close this, does it show up in sys tray? My phone stopped. Splash Top. It shows up as, no, it's, isn't it mirroring 360? I think it's mirroring 360. Why did it say Splash Top? Yeah, computer name, Doug BBB, mirroring 360 Pro. Why did it show up as Splash Top? Bring that up again. Splash Top. All right, mirroring 360 is what it is.
Read chat, please.
Not Splash Top. Yeah, I don't know why. John Williams asks, is that an Android phone? No, it's an iPhone, but I'm pretty sure that's available on Android as well. Was there anything else I need to say regarding that? Does Ken Stout have any follow-up? Splish Splash, is it free? I think they have a free version, but I'm on a paid version. I'm pretty sure. Allow 40 participants to view instantly from any device, anywhere. Start trial. Boy, that makes me wonder, is this really Splash Top? If it's has a trial? Okay, gotta go find this. He doesn't even know. He's got so much junk installed on his computer. He doesn't even know what he has. Truth? Is that truth or not truth? Should I create a poll? Ken Stout, can you create a poll? He's a super moderator or some weird stuff like that. But I think he can only do that stuff on his phone. Yeah, he's got so much junk on his computer. Guilty as charged. So one name was Splash Top. I don't see Splash Top there. It might be a, what do you call it? WPA? Or the other one was also doesn't have a good memory. Oh, Mirroring. MIRR. Mirroring 360. Splash Top. There it is. That joins the two. The publisher is Splash Top. The application is Mirroring 360. Now, do I have a paid version? I think it's paid. Oh, there's the settings gear. I'm going to take that off screen when I click on it because I don't know what it's going to show. Here it shows iPhone, iPad, Chromebook, PC, Android. So there's your question answer about Android. Yes, it does Android. Mirroring ID. Get a new code. I don't think anyone can hack that because I showed my ID because they don't have my password or whatever else is needed. Or after the show, I could just get a new code to make sure nobody can hack that. So here's another on display. Here's what it shows. Mirroring resolution. Oh, I can go to 1080p. Let's do that. Display mode. I could choose full screen mode instead of windowed mode. That's kind of a good idea because then it hides whatever's in the background if I haven't checked to make sure I'm not exposing something. Allow screensaver during mirroring. Show mirroring assist window then when startup. No, I don't want to see the window when I restart the computer. Auto hide with successful connection. Auto hide mirroring assist window with successful connection. No, I don't need to do that because I initiate the connection from the phone, so I don't even have the assist window visible. I have it auto launching when the computer starts. Simultaneous mirroring, maximum 4 devices. Bonjour Discovery, Chrome Discovery. Reuse previous mirroring ID if available. Sharing, start trial. I was trying to find if I have a paid version or not. Shows my internal IP addresses. Since it's not showing my WAN IP address, that's okay to show. Network. Then about. This shows check for update. It shows license key with part of it randomized or blocked. Standard edition is my license. Your license is activated. This takes me into the actual license. Maybe that'll show me. No, takes me to here. I could buy a different license key. It's taken so long to do anything. See, I could wind up titling this video for Mirroring 360 or extract a subset of it. Where does it take me to my account? Okay, so I'm going to bring up Mirroring 360. I want to quit on time. Although that channel that I'm referring to, he doesn't start his show. He normally has a long lead while people are coming into the live stream before he actually starts broadcasting. So I actually might go overtime and we might monitor his show so that we do the redirect when he has began playing. Brian Lightfoot says in chat, new video title. Am I paying for this app or is it free? I gotta say mirroring 360. Not 365, 360 as in a full circle. Login.
Read chat, please.
So mirroring 360, purchase Purtle. If I click in there, well, I see it. I've been shy of floating over this because RoboForm would pop up some information, but I have that extension turned off so that it doesn't accidentally pop up stuff. Let's go see what that, well, I'm going to look over at OBS to see what that chat is. Phil Stodd comment. The code for Splash Stop is created when you initiate the session. Good for one trip only. Okay, so I don't need to be worried about that. Tongue-tied because it's Saturday. So what I have to do is go turn RoboForm on. See, I can display the extensions that I have, manage extensions. So before every show, I now have a reminder telling me what things to do. And one of the things that it reminds me to do is to turn off RoboForm, so I don't accidentally show something. So turn that on, then take that off screen, and then go back to Splash Top. And what that does is that shows up the RoboForm icon. And when I float my mouse over that field, if I have, yeah, I do have credentials apparently, and I can show this. It actually did not offer credentials when I click into this field. So it seems like sometimes it does, but when I go over to RoboForm and show this, it shows that's going to put in my email address, and it's only showing asterisk for the password. So I'm going to take that off screen and actually click on that so that now those credentials are in the field and RoboForm icon has disappeared. And then authentication required. We sent an email to DougBetts. Please click on the authentication link to authenticate this device. I haven't even clicked login yet. I find when I don't read that fine print, sometimes it doesn't log in and I can't figure out why. You got to read that fine print when you're signing in. But there is nothing there from them. So do I have to click login first? We sent an email. You did not. You did not. No, you didn't. Not, didn't, no. There is no link there. There is no email there from you. You lie. You lie like a rug. If I click login, I'm going to click and then take that off screen. Now it says authentication required again. Now is when that should have shown
Red
up.
chat, please.
Yes, the email is there. See, can I show this screen of my emails? Looking. Ride. Yeah, that's all clean. So here's the email. New device, log into Splashtop. I'll click on that. Oh, no, I cannot show this. It shows my WAN IP address. No. Do not show that. Do not show that, Doug I am. If this was you, please follow this link to authenticate your new device within 2 hours of receiving this email. So I'm clicking that. This browser has been successfully authenticated. Please go back to m360splashtop.com to continue. Logging in. So now I got to click again. Oh, all right. Yeah, I totally would have not remembered that. Yeah, this is okay. Mirroring 360 receiver. The receiver would be Big Beast build and Baby Beast. So I have a license. One of these is for Big Beast and one of these is for Baby Beast. Activated, yes, in parenthesis 2. Does that mean I've activated it twice? I don't know. I'm going to go click on that link and see what that is. Mirroring 360 receiver pro license key. So I have the standard license. Still don't know how much it is. No, John, it was not in the spam folder. That's what that last read chat was. Yes, Arnold Albert, I have had issues before when I leave my screen exposed and I'm clicking through buttons. In fact, I just demonstrated that. It happened just probably about the time that you did that. When I clicked on that email from Splashtop, it was exposing my WAN IP address. Yes, that would have been a problem. iOS Splashtop website, trying to find out what the iOS app is. That's probably free. They probably pay on the receiving side. If you think Doug is paying for this app all along as autopay without him realizing it, put a 1 in chat. All right, I'll do that. I'll put in a 1. Mirroring 360 pricing. Standard license, $11.99 per what? For each Windows PC that you would like, a one-time purchase per receiving computer. One-time license to move to a new computer. Random number from Chino, California. No, I don't want to talk to you. Did you hear that? Did you hear my cell phone ring? Or did OBS block it? 1 in chat if you heard it. 0 if you did not hear it. Inquiring minds want to know. Because I think OBS does a pretty good job of blocking that. You did hear it.
Why, certainly.
All right. Yeah, so one-time purchase, not a subscription. Oh, the Pro is a subscription per year. So I paid that license once on Big Beast and Baby Beast. Totally worth it. I have used it multiple times. I think originally I did it on Baby Beast, and then I decided I wanted it on Big Beast too. And that's where you saw a time difference, right? April 9th, I bought it for Baby Beast, and I bought it for Big Beast. So why is this yes? I haven't explained this stuff behind me yet. I need to get to that before the show's over. Interesting. Okay, nothing exposed here. License key. Yeah, but you don't have my account credentials. Lenovo One. April 9th. Oh, 2020. Oh, okay. I originally did that on one of those Lenovo mini computers. Man, I hardly even remember those. Those are mini computers like the B-Link computers. I had 3 of them mounted on the back of the desk. Since they were low-end processors, each one had a very dedicated task, purpose. I think one was operating a single webcam. Another one was for operating stream. I don't know, maybe a second webcam. And then I assigned that license to Baby. I don't think you can use my license key. I don't mind if somebody wants to test that and let me know. It's not a huge price tag, so I don't care if somebody rips that off, but I don't think you'll be able to because You don't have the account credentials. So here, oh, DSO, that's my old streaming computer. That's in possession of my grandson now. It's the big computer that has my airplane etched onto the plexiglass on the side of the computer. So I did that 2020, and I put it on Big Beast build just June of 2024. All right, that topic's done. Took forever. Thumbs up and a heart. 14 minutes, except that I'm intending to go overtime. I'm intending to monitor Bearded Ink. When he goes live, then I'll end my show so that he sees the redirect coming in. Bernard C. Oh my, oops, wait. Such a Doug. Such a Doug. Was that the one that I pinned? Yeah, it is. Ending with 3Y. And I've got to get the time. There it is, down the bottom right corner. 6367. Reply and Bernard C. In response to viewers Windows 11 Home to Pro upgrade difficulty, see description for links. Oh my goodness. I've had a similar problem for, well, let's just say I threw the laptop, THREW, I threw the laptop into the corner. 10 Pro upgrade from 10 Home. Had Windows 7 when I purchased this Acer. 10 was available shortly after. Did the free 10 upgrade. Following upgrade from Windows 10 Home, following everyone's tips, always update before upgrading. I did the updates, installed 10 Pro. It installed, but won't activate, won't register, the license won't activate. Same warning you're talking about. Registration failed due to invalid key. Tried to figure out, but every update seemed to slow it down as the days went by while he was a non-activated copy of Windows 10. Because you can do that. You don't have to activate. Windows will work. But what, you don't get updates? I think it is some complication with update, or you can't personalize. Do you get updates if you don't have an activated installation? Some people know that in chat, and they will answer it. As the days went by, it got worse, and yes, Pro shows it is installed. Yeah, it's installed, just not activated. Now day 6, yikes! I decided I go back to my restore point. Yes.
That's a big 10-4.
Yeah, so they're saying yes, that it will get updates if it's not activated. Greg M says no, activation means no customization. I don't think he's denying updates. Yes, I did a restore before he made a restore point before the 10 Pro upgrade. Well, Windows said it's past 10 days, you can't go back. It was not 10 days. No, it was not. No. Oh, I should have mentioned, I never had a 10 home key. It was the free upgrade. It was the free from Microsoft upgrade from 7 to 6410 home. That should be okay. You didn't need to have a key because that should have created a digital license for Windows 10 Home. And you've been using Windows 10 Home activated, I assume. You didn't actually say that. You were trying to do an upgrade from you're trying to do upgrade from 10 Home, but you didn't say that you'd actually been using 10 Home for a period of time. You didn't actually confirm that it was activated, but that's irrelevant because even if it was, you'll still have the problem. After the last startup, it updated itself back to the Stone Age nothing left on the new hard drive, no restore points. That would be true, because if you restored back to a prior restore point, that restore point did not have any restore points prior to it. So you're restoring back to the state it was at that time. You're not going to be able to keep your subsequent restore points that you may have done since then. You're restoring back to the way it was at that point in time. So you lose all your subsequent restore points. I'm pretty sure that's the way it works. Although you might have lost your restore points because you were going back from pro to home. So little caveat there. I might be wrong. After the last startup, it updated itself back to the Stone Age, nothing left on the new hard drive, no restore points. I did take screenshots of everything, logs, cumulative updates. So frustrated, haven't touched it for weeks. I think that was part of why this is only 1 day ago. Haven't touched it for weeks. I was about to say that's why I didn't get around to it yesterday. It's not urgent. I don't know if I uninstall all the latest updates, wipe the new drive again, worked flawless on Windows 10 Home 64-bit. Let's see. I'm going to try throwing in a few extra words because I'm not quite sure what he's saying here. I don't know if I should uninstall all the latest updates or wipe the new drive again. It worked flawless on Windows 10 Home 64-bit. Well, it seems to me if you follow the instructions, you should be able to apply that, get your activation applied correctly by following the instructions in that video. Now, he has another response up here. Good grief, I wish I'd found your channel before. Well, hindsight. Can't believe some people's ungratefulness. I'm watching again to try to pick up what I missed. So I think this comment was obviously after this one. So I think he may be on track. Okay. Bernard C., I'd love to give you some more comments. If you're still having issues, just give me more replies. This was on the same video. So I think this first comment that he made was probably while he was watching the video, and then he perhaps found the instructions that he needed or watching again to get the detail. Because, yeah, those instructions in the video should work for you. And this reference to can't believe some people's ungratefulness. There were some people, some comments on that video that were really quite ungrateful, quite, critical. I think that's what he's referring to. I think I'm remembering that right. So thumbs up and heart. And I have completed that. Did I? No, this would be to reply to my reply again. No, I don't need to do that. So I'll cancel that. So that stands as is. 6 minutes and change to go. I'm getting better at this, aren't I? Are you proud of me? 6814 in the bottom right corner. David Kausch, in response to the Comcast Xfinity video. On December 17th, my speeds went from 980 megabits per second down, 20 megabits per second upload, to 500 down and 40 up. I showed the tech when the problem started, and he saw all the test results. I'm supposed to be getting 2 gigabit per second. Wow! Speeds down. And when I hook up my laptop with 2.5 gigabit per second Ethernet, which would be able to take advantage of the 2 gig, right? Because his Ethernet on his laptop is capable of the 2 gig. Yeah, we're not done yet. And could not get over 300 megabits per second. Xfinity swears everything is great. So I'm going to give some speculations. I'm sure this chat room is going to give some speculations. I am going to speculate that this laptop might be new. Even if it's not, it might have a 2 gigabit Ethernet adapter. But do you have an Ethernet cable that is capable of 2 gigabits? Not all Ethernet cables are capable of 2 gigabits. They can't all do it. Is it going through a switch that is capable of 2 gigabits per second? That's going to be a more expensive network switch. If it's going straight to the Comcast router, is the current Comcast Xfinity router that you have, is its LAN ports capable of 2 gigabits per second? You might have a Xfinity router that you've had for a while, and then you paid for an upgrade to 2 gigabit internet speeds, but you didn't replace the router. Now, they may have a new router that you could get perhaps for free, but if you're still working on their old router, the LAN ports probably aren't capable of that. Now, if your computer's trying to get 2.5 gigabytes because that's the network adapter that it has, and it has to negotiate with these other slower, lesser capability components, it might be overcompensating to a 300 gigabit speed. Because I think 300K, not 300 gigabit, 300, whatever the next number is. It might be inaccurately negotiating to a too low of a speed, lower than what all of those components can do. If you have a complication in your environment where maybe you have a switch between the router and your laptop and you're questioning about the Ethernet cable, maybe buy an Ethernet cable, even if it's 6 foot long, that is capable of the 2.5 gigabit speeds, and plug that directly into your Xfinity router. Go into the programming interface of your Xfinity router and check to see what its LAN ports report that it's capable of doing. That could be where it's going. Let's see, Greg M has a suggestion. I'm going to go look at suggestions in chat now, because that's how it works over here. I'm kind of an MC, master of ceremonies, or facilitator. People often come up with the right answer in chat that I miss. Windows could be set NIC in the settings for duplex, etc. Now, I would think that you've probably already done this, but come into your network settings. Let's see, Ethernet status. I'm so much more comfortable with the old way of showing the status. Metered connections, authenticate, set data limit. Yeah, I want the old style. So much better. Private network, Wi-Fi. We know he's doing Ethernet. How about, can I get it through? I know there's a run command that I can get straight to the panel that I want.
Red chat, please.
Oh, thank you, Ran. Ran's always good at doing this, because I don't think this network and sharing will get me there. This will get me still to the new interface. So what Ran has given us in chat is the easy peasy way to get there. ncpa.cpl, control panel. So what CPL stands for, network control panel app or add-in, something like that. So I'll paste that. Yeah, this is so much better. Right click here, status. Speed, 1 gigabits per second. That's what your network adapter has negotiated with the other components. So check here to see what your network adapter has actually negotiated with the other components in your network. Doesn't matter that your Ethernet adapter is capable of 2.5. If it negotiates less than that, then this is going to show you what it has successfully negotiated as. This whole conversation could wind up becoming the new title and thumbnail for this video. Applet. Greg M says that stands for Control Panel Applet. And the control panel is the parent application that applet is running within. Yeah, 300 seems like that was somewhere along the line. Yeah, those are typical Ethernet speeds. So I'm wondering how it negotiated to 300. Device Mangler has settings for NICs. Let's go look at Device Mangler. I think that's going to stick. Greg M, that so needs to stick. Device Mangler. Network adapters, Intel Ethernet, properties, details. Oh, is where to find that one in here. Because they're not alphabetical.
Red chat, please.
Advanced? Do we get it in advanced? Oh, all right, yeah. That's what that read chat, please, was. Is V Minor guiding me to, well, not just guiding me to Greg M. Shall I put your serial license? Yeah, go ahead and try it. See if you can get that to work. Savi, authorized hacker you are. You might try turning off IPv6, certainly. Before you end, I still have no mentions.
Read chat, please.
I did, Ken. Oh, I see what you're saying. You're saying you have no more mentions showing up. After the video finishes processing and chat becomes available, check it then. Advanced tab. I'm on the advanced tab. I thought I went over to it. I did go to it. Flow control. No. Speed and duplex. That's it. Speed and duplex. Auto negotiation. You could force it. You'll probably have the 2.5 gigabits choice available in here. I don't, because 1 gigabits. So if you choose 2.5 gigabits and don't allow it to do auto negotiation, if it fails to communicate, I'd say that proves to you there's a problem with some other device on your upstream. Because if you tell it 1 gigabits, you're saying, I think, that you're saying the only thing I will accept is the 2.5 gigabits. I don't want you to do anything less than that. I think it'll work that way. I have not tested that. All right. I've got it. Was there any other significant comments? Hello, Pebbles. If there's, I'm still going to delay a little bit because I want to see when Bearded Ink. I want to end my show after his show begins. One of these was Bearded Ink. No, it's not that. Yeah, here it is. So this is not the show right now. That's his channel. So if I click live, go to his upcoming. I'm going to move that out to the end so that I can find my way to that. And he hasn't even started his lead in yet. So, is there anything else on this subject? Okay, real quickly, I'm not gonna do these. I think I'm gonna return this based upon what got me started thinking on that is Jim KJ3N here saying, other than intellectual exercise, I don't see a point in working on a Windows 10 machine, this one, unless it's qualified for Windows 11.
Grid chat, please.
If the hardware can't pass muster for Windows 11, all right, doggone it, I didn't do this. Zvi Menor is showing me what happened when he put that in. I'll get to that. 7542. So this is so other people reading Jim's comment can see, oh, he responds live. Other than intellectual exercise, I don't see a point working on Windows 10 machine because yesterday I said I might do that today. Unless it's qualified for Windows 11. If the hardware can't pass muster for 11, then put Linux on it and send it off to the waste, in my opinion. Now, what I was intending to do with this is it was running real slow. The only reason for doing anything with that is to see where the problems were. I absolutely would not put this back into service. I'm thinking, will temp files speed it up? Will that thing about the file explorer thing, deleting all that junk that's in registry, speed it up? Just to see where we speed it up. Because those things carry forward into Windows 11 as far as techniques. So I'll still hold on to this. Maybe we'll come back into that, but will that build my channel quickly? Yeah. Will that help my business at all that I charge my clients for? No. So that's why I decided, no, I'm not going to do that today. I had plenty of other stuff to talk about. Then he says, invoices don't need color, in my opinion, better off in the long run with laser printers. Toner doesn't really dry out. You don't waste ink and paper on periodical test pages just to keep the cartridges viable. I won't go into the fact that it's an HP printer, that you have to use genuine HP ink. Didn't you just do that? Too late. I won't go into the fact that it's an HP print. Too late. That you have to use genuine HP ink. The latest app and firmware will refuse to print with anything else. So I've given up on it. The handful of clients who are not accepting email invoices, and I still have to send them a US mail invoice. There's maybe 3 of them, but I really like my invoices. Oh, I got to turn that around. I really like my colored invoices. My brother-in-law, ex-brother-in-law, designed this for me back when I started my business in 1992, and I've stayed with it. I've got the bottom part covered because it has my address, my US mail address, and my cell phone number. But this is what it looked like, and I've always really liked it. But is it worth going through all that trouble for the 3 or 4 clients who are small clients? No, it's not. Now, the other problem that I'm having with my invoices is that when I printed on black and white, it used to come out. I can't show you this one at all. It used to automatically fit within the printable boundaries with my letterhead in gray. But now, since a QuickBooks Online update, it won't do that. I make the menu choice when printing to shrink to fit. It doesn't shrink at all. And my name, my US mail address, and my phone number are half cut off. You can figure out what it says, but it's half cut off. That's just not okay. So I think what I'm going to do is I'll just revert to the QuickBooks Online default invoice and just US mail those default. That's the shortest time involvement. So I think I'm going to return this. I'll hold on to this in case the computer, in case it becomes of interest later. But Jim, in the game, if I wind up doing the game, implementing game play on my channel where points can be retained, probably till the end of the month, and then reset to 0. I think one of the things that categories would be if you made a suggestion that changed the way I do things, that would be a category of points. So that's why I did not even try to work on that computer or the printer today. Let's see, I did give him a timestamp, so I can do the thumbs up and heart there. Did I get through all of these? If somebody's monitoring Bearded Ink and you see when he starts, let me know with a read chat, please. I will go check him once in a while. Oh no, look at that, he changed his time. He's not about to start. It previously said 1 p.m. Now it says 4 p.m. So nope. Bring on the pig, you think? I told you in the past, pig was on a short timer.
Read chat, please.
This is a clue. This is a clue. I just said, remember, I warned you about the pig. I'm just kind of looking to see if there's anything else I really need. Oh, yeah, I need to get to this. I need to get to this. Unable to activate your license key. This code has already been used up. Ah, that's it. I was kind of thinking as I was mentioning that, I was thinking it would, since I had to buy a license for each computer, it would seem to me that it wouldn't allow the same license on more than one computer. So thank you for testing that, Hacker Z. And by the way, another thing that I have reached out to other content creators for, not a lot, but I'm still interested in doing, I'd like to reach out to content creators that are hackers or learn hacking. I'd like to invite them to try to hack my computers. Now, for legal reasons, I'll give them a written disclaimer or written release of liability, and we will define a, what's it called? Field of a scope, and I'll probably give them my WAN IP address. Just hand it to them. And with that much information, see if they can hack my system. And we'll do a collab on it. I'll have some conversations with them. They'll create a video. And then when it's time for them to publish the video, I'll change my WAN IP address. That way they can actually show the WAN IP address that they used to hack me. But by the time they publish their video, and this will be part of the hold harmless, whatever the other word I used, so that they can demonstrate actually trying to hack into a real computer system to see if they can get in. That's a collab I would like to do, because that would expose me to their viewers and get some people perhaps interested in my channel. If there's anybody watching this show that thinks they'd like to try that, then, well, no, you have to be a YouTuber that has a significant audience that I'd be interested in being exposed to. Yeah, I'm not open to just anybody for that. All right. Brian Lightfoot says challenge accepted. Let's see. How big is your audience? How big is your audience? 22 subscribers. Nah. Yes, you can try it, I think. Am I willing to do that with him? Yeah, I'm willing to do that with Brian. How would that work? With the way that would work to Yeah, I got a question this. The way that would work is if we can do that in a way that attracts more viewers to my channel. Yeah, publishing a video that says, here's how I got hacked. I bet that would get some viewers that have not been attracted to my videos before. No, you won't, Brian. That ain't gonna happen. All right. Is this what I'm going to? Okay, yes. You can send a question. I've already warned you about the pig. You can send a question by sending an email. And myself in the chat room will respond. We're here 6 days a week to do that. You can put a comment on any video. You can ask a question in the chat room if you've been approved for chat comments. And yeah, that'll do it. So have a great weekend. Have a great Saturday, everybody. Catch you later. Goodbye.